Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. I'm working away, folding towels, doing laundry as usual. Hello, Beth. How are you? Hi, Crime and Crochet. Hi, Cobb's Hat. How are you? I'm being lazy. How are you all? Greetings. I'm working, so not be. I got 24 hours worth of work, but I have 2 days to do it. So I'm gonna try to get as much done today as I can, and then finish up tomorrow. So it's the same old for me. Doing good, thanks. How are you today? I'm good. Been a been an interesting morning, I guess, for everybody. I've seen some stuff. Not quite sure what to think about it all, but I just think it's all pretty dumb, if you ask me. I had a thought earlier. I know it's dangerous, but you can probably copyright strike. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do all that. I don't understand the copyright strikes. I don't get how people get strikes. I don't get how people strike everybody. And I really haven't been watching Michelle. I just not none of my business. I tried to help Michelle me not be so angry and tried to help, but it kind of blew up in my face. So kind of over it now. It's not my problem. I just think the whole thing is kind of ridiculous. They're all fighting over nothing, from what I can tell. Just all over emails and personal stuff, and I think it's just blown out of proportion, and they don't like each other. They need to move on. Hi, Diane. How are you? Not your circus, not your monkeys. That's all. Exactly. That's a whole lot of monkeys that I don't need. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Working today. So as always, good. It's always good to be working, and I got a lot of work in me this week, so that's good too. Flexing my wrench. If anyone belongs, flexing my wrench tonight. If anyone brings any shit to you, I'm gonna get poofed. They're gonna get poofed. It's nothing to do with me. Like I said, I tried to help, but it just seems like I made it worse. So I don't know. I was trying to help. Hi, Cheesehead. How are you? And do you guys like this picture or my angel better? It should never have been brought to your door in the first place. Got beef with another creator. Well, I think that that's what I'm gonna have to say about it is that if it happens to be a different creator's beef, they can handle it on their channel, not on mine. I mean, I don't mind helping on their channel, but I'm not gonna bring it to mine. My drama. You guys don't deserve it. I'm Crime and Christie's new boyfriend. Rapper, stop it. They can do a members only, or they can do a private thing, and they can message everybody that they want there or whatever, and they can put me in there. But it doesn't need to be aired on live, and it can be a privatized live, and they can figure it out that way. It doesn't need to have everybody input. That's Rapper. Watch it, Rapper. Cobb's Hat is her husband. Yeah, no wrenching. I'm watching it crochet. So watch out. That's your last chance, Rapper, else I'll block you again. Hell, I have half of your accounts already blocked. You know, that's the point. I already have you blocked, Rapper. Bye, Rapper. Bye, Cheesy. He's gone. He'll be back. He's gonna come back and be mad that I'm not dealing with bullshit anymore. If people can't respect what I say on my channel, they'll be gone. I've given the trolls enough time to know that I respect them, but I'm over it. Rapper's a hoe. Rapper's gone. I already blocked him blind. How are you, blind? I try to be nice to everybody, but people are using my niceness as a tool, and I don't like it. And I can be a bitch if everybody wants me to be one, but I don't think anybody really wants that. So if you're gonna come for me or for my friend, you're gonna have a problem. But I'm tired of the BS that's going on. No one deserves it. No one deserves any of what's going on. And it's BS. Email being sent all morning is not cool. Harassing people isn't cool because of what I allowed on my channel, because I thought I was trying to help somebody. But I got told that it was wrong, and I didn't listen, and I put other people's channels and other people in a uncomfortable spot, and I apologize for that. That is my fault. There's the link if anybody wants to come up. Like I said, I'm not gonna deal with bullshit. If it's bullshit and they're not, and then I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. Well, I'll probably say it a couple times, but if you can't show me your face in back chat, don't come up on back chat. If you're gonna try to show me a hand, that's not gonna work. From now on, anybody that comes to my channel that wants to come up on my panel, unless I know you, you have to show me your face. I'm tired of the BS. I'm tired of people playing me for being too nice and using my weakness. That is a weakness for me because I want to give everybody a chance. But nice. Yeah. Like everybody's using my kindness for weakness, and I don't like it. Hi, Judy. How are you?
Good. What's up?
Hold on. I can't hear you. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn me up. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
What's up?
Nothing much. I'm working, and
No, but
I'm setting some rules on my channel because I don't like it when people are taking advantage of people that I know or putting me in positions or putting people in positions. It's not cool. So, like I said,
Wow, and what did I miss?
uh, I'm not really sure even if I've missed it, but I've heard that some things are being done today, and it's really not okay. And it's all BS, and I'm not going to sit there and keep dealing with the BS and it having be an issue. I'm tired of it.
Well, I'm sorry. I just kind of just get on the internet and I was skipping around and I was going to do a couple things before I came to talk to you and I heard what you were saying and I was like, what the hell? Because it's just because that's bullshit. And when I hear Carmen Crochet say her statements, it was like, nah, I better stop in and find out what's going on.
Yeah, it's there's some emails that are and some people that are going after others and putting me involved in things and tagging me and everything else. And it's not my position. I tried to help and it didn't work. And that's all I had to say. It's not my drama. And I thought it was something that could be easily fixed, I guess, in some way, shape, or form. Not easily fixed, but give everybody a chance to go their separate ways or whatever. And they've chosen to keep the drama going. And I'm not gonna be involved in it. And none of my chat should be involved in it. None of my subs should be involved in it. No one that comes to my channel should be involved in it. If they want to do a private live, then that's fine. But I'm not gonna have people feel uncomfortable on my channel. Everybody's been coming here; they feel comfortable here, and I'm not gonna have others make others feel uncomfortable for no reason.
Well, you don't have to keep explaining it. I fully understand what you're trying to say, too. I guess my problem is, to be quite blunt, I just don't understand. Ooh, so could you put it in backtrack so I know what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I'll call you later about it, Judy.
Well, that's not going to help me right now while we're on live.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm looking out for unless you tell me.
Oh no, it's not anything anybody has to look out for. It's just I'm not playing the game, and they poke the bear. Let's put it that way for me. And
Okay.
it's not fair for you guys to get stuck in it. So I'm not going to let my subs or people that have been coming here get put in something that they don't want to be in.
Yep. That's okay. I'm
Hi,
okay.
Blind. Hi, Blind.
All right, Boing.
You're muted.
How y'all doing today?
Good. How are you? Box. What is that? A
Good.
box. What is that? A picture of mine.
Oh,
A
that's a
buffed
picture
out.
from one of my cartoons.
It's one of your cartoons.
Yeah, I make cartoons for fun. Yeah, it's just some stupid picture.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So what are y'all up to?
Nothing much. Just cleaning as usual.
Did you ever come back last night? I waited for like an hour and then I fucking fell asleep.
Yes, I did come back.
Oh, okay.
I came back and we had a good live after the end of it, and it all turned out to be good. And then so everybody, because Ginger did get a bite mark from the dog, and so she's kind of just in pain. And she doesn't want to be anywhere near me right now because she knows that I'm going to look at it. So she's hiding from
Aww.
me, and she's kind of in pain. So she's okay, and I'm going to talk to the dog owner of the other owner today to just make sure he's had all the shots. It was just those two dogs don't get along, and Ginger went into his territory, and I was right behind him trying because I know that didn't happen or I know they don't get along, and I didn't know if Winter was there. So, yep.
Now, wait a minute. The bottom line is both of the dogs should be on some sort of lead if they don't get along, and they're
Well,
just
normally, when I keep an eye out for Winter, and if she's out, I don't let Ginger out. And Winter is a non-sociable dog. He attacks all kinds of dogs. And
what
so
kind of
Ginger,
dog is it?
it's a husky, I believe, and he has too much. He lives in a. It's kind of a sad story. Anyway, they just
Well, let me
never.
tell you something. I used to raise huskies years ago, and if you've got a mean husky, somebody's mistreated it because huskies are not mean.
Well, yeah, and it's been it has some yes, it has had some issues. We've had issues. This is not the first time. So
Okay, but I'm just saying,
she
normally
does have,
huskies are not mean. So
she slept with Braden last night because she's like, I'm not coming near mom because mom's gonna look at it. So
oh,
she's like she's like, when I go near her, she puts her ears down and her tail between her legs and runs and hides because she doesn't want me to, find it or look at it. So, but she slept fine. She's not yelping. She's not in pain or anything like that. It's just that she's a little sore, and she's got some wounds that have to heal. I think I looked and see. I know there's one mark that is, like I said, a puncture wound, I believe. But I can't see. That's when she wouldn't let me see any others. So if there was any more, so I haven't been able to. But I think I'm going to get her some baby Tylenol or Advil. I'm going to look it up and see what you can give a dog and see if that will, at least give her some relief in the pain sense. So,
well, the only thing you really want to keep an eye out for, and I'm sure Blind would agree, is that she doesn't get an infection.
yeah. Well, and I know that. Yeah. So I don't think that she, she's I don't think she'll get an infection, but she's so old that I just don't know. It's like she doesn't have, and that's probably why I think she's hiding from me, is that she already has arthritis and, she's got hearing issues and everything else. So it's like, she's getting older. She's not bouncing back the way she would have when she was a puppy. She's like, ow.
How old is she?
She's 13. And she's like,
Oh,
that's
human here?
yes.
Golly.
So she didn't bounce back quite as quick as she does when she was a puppy. And I do watch out for Winter, but I got to talk to the owner again because we've had, like I said, wasn't anybody's fault in particular. It just happened. And I told my other neighbor, and she said that Winter went after her dog, and he's a dog, he's a expensive breed and everything else. And he would take Winter down in a heartbeat if it came down to it. He's a war dog or whatever. And that dog,
that's Oreo. That's like my dog. Bred to fucking protect you from animals and shit like that. Like Oreo was one of those dogs too.
Oh, hi, Crazy Mama. I didn't see you were here. Sorry.
Yeah, Crazy's been here.
Hello,
I didn't look at all of
that. Yeah.
Well,
So
I just
anyway,
brought
I
up
just wanted to give everybody an update on Ginger, because I know that's how I ended it last night, because Braden got home, and I was telling him about it because I wanted his help to look at Ginger, and she of course played the I'm the bad guy, mom's the bad guy, and hide from me. And Braden's like, what'd you do to her? I was like, I haven't done anything. I've been playing with her all day. We were having no problems. She's been a little quiet, but I didn't know she had a
You
mark.
tell Braden that you've got it on your live last night. You played with that dog, and you did try, when she was acting skittish, you did try to feel if there was a problem, and she just ran away from you when you tried that.
Yeah.
So you got it on tape, man.
Yeah. So I was like, I didn't do it. I'm not the bad guy here. Well, they think I'm too rough, and that he thinks that I was too rough with Ginger. Maybe that when I was looking for the bite mark or whatever.
Oh my God! I'll talk to Braden.
And I was like, no, I didn't do anything like that. He's like, because Ginger's hiding from me. I'm like, no, because she knows I have to look at it. Like, she doesn't want me to.
Well, then if that's the case, when he gets home, he'll have to hold her while you look, because you've got to keep an eye on that. You've got to check if there's more puncture wounds.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Because like I said, if Ginger needs to go to the like today, she's eating and she's drinking and everything else. So I don't think she's in any like danger. Like, she's not hurting like
Yeah,
that.
if you give her
Like,
Xanax, she'll pass right out.
I'm not giving her a Xanax, and she's acting fine. She's just acting she's hurt. Like, she has, she's hurt, and she's acting fine. She's walking, she's licking the wound and everything else.
Well,
So
just check and see if there's something you can give her for pain that's not that related.
You do have to be careful though. You,
Oh, I want some spaghetti.
what, Blind? You're breaking up. Motorboating. Well, she's like I said, she's an older dog, so I want to make sure she's not in any pain. So I might go by the pet store today, and that we have a pet store here, and just ask if there's any.
And I have seen like puncture wounds that end up still like.
I can't make out what he's saying. Can you?
No, you're motorboating. Hi, Christina. How are you?
Yeah, get her a medical
Oh,
marijuana
man.
card.
I would love. Yeah. Oh, I won't say that on the live, but never mind. I'll talk to you later.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
That's so sweet, crazy mama.
Dude, I think y'all know what the Mandela effect is, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Larissa.
Yeah.
Sorry, Blind. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
I can't hear Blind. He's breaking up again.
I understand, but when he goes to say something and I say something at the same time, I don't want to make everybody think I'm walking on him.
Want me drone?
That was a funky good live last night. Yes, it was. We laughed, we had fun. No drama. Oh, we lost Blind.
Oh, here he is again.
In a mood today, here to listen. Uh-oh.
I'm in a mood today. Uh-oh.
Did I do it?
Did you want to come up, Larissa, or do you want to stay down there? You're more
Can
than
y'all hear
welcome.
me?
Yeah, you keep breaking up on every other time, though.
Okay, my bad. If it happens again, I'm just gonna put myself in a nap. Oh, but last night, man, I ran across the craziest. Like, I ended up falling asleep early and then waking up at like 2 in the morning and not being able to go back to bed. So I was watching this shit. Did y'all see that judge that got attacked?
Yes, I did.
Dude, that
I
shit
didn't.
blew my mind. You haven't seen it, Judy?
No.
Oh my God, man. If you get a chance, just look up Judge Mary Kay or that should pull it up. And this dude fucking Superman dove, jumped to the bench and beat the shit out of a woman judge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I saw it. He jumped over and knocked her off her chair and everything. They had to, yeah, he was.
Needless to
And
say, he'll be doing some serious time because
yep,
even if
they
he
got him
doesn't
with
go in
attempted
front of
murder.
her, just if he doesn't go in front of her, I don't believe any judge is going to look, lightly on it.
Well, he still did. That's what's crazy. He was only in there for an attempted battery. Like I don't know. That's a felony, I'm sure. I don't know, but a battery is like I don't know if it was a simple battery or whatever, but what do you call it? And then the dude is like a drug addict though, so he didn't want to be in jail. Well, like I fucking fell down this whole rabbit hole about this shit. Um, he has all kinds of mental issues and stuff. Well, she didn't even get to give him a sentence or anything. She's all like, I think it's time that he gets a taste of, and he's just like, nah, fuck that, and he's straight up. I don't know if you know what a Superman dive is, but they do it
Yeah.
like on motorcycles and shit. Like he dove over the bench, fucking stomped on her, punched her, like it was fucking insane. I was like, dude, and then I started looking at all the shit happening in the world. It's fucking crazy out there right now.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Did y'all see that girl that got the cop's gun from his rack in the car and started fucking popping shots off out of the back seat?
No.
Yeah, she
No.
shot a civilian. It was fucking crazy.
I'm telling you, the world's gone to hell in a handbasket.
Yep. Yeah, and it's like people don't even, it's not even a big deal no more. Like people, I was thinking, damn, like when did people stop caring about this shit?
That's a valid question. When did people stop caring about a lot of things?
Yep. The internet ruined us.
No, it wasn't the internet. It
No, who
was the
was it?
right to discipline your children without, I don't mean abuse now. Don't get me wrong. Don't even jump on me about it. But when you lost the right, discipline your children. The whole world went to hell. I mean, my daughter came home one day. She had no problem at home. She comes home and I said something to her, like, clean up your room, please. And she's like, well, I can call, I can tell my
CPS.
teacher and I can call child protection. I went, really? And I says, for cleaning your room? She goes, yeah. I says, well, if you'd like, I know all the police numbers by heart. Actually, I can look up under state of Vermont if you'd like child protection, and you can call them. I'll let you dial a phone. And I says, but I'll be in your room while you're doing it. And she goes, what are you doing? I says, packing your shit.
Right. Good grief.
And she goes,
Well,
what?
did that ever really become a thing? Because here in Texas, people still whoop the shit out of their kids. Like
No,
I know
it's
that.
a thing up northeast. It's a thing because because there was that lawyer. He was supposed to be a good lawyer, and his wife, and they adopted a child. And I guess he abused the hell out of that kid, and that kid ended up dying. Okay,
Oh
and
shit.
and I guess he kind of abused the wife too, and that's why she didn't stand up to him. But anyway, they ended up in jail. I can't remember the name of that. But when that happened, all hell broke loose about disciplining your children. I'm telling you, it made the news. It did everything. I don't remember what year that happened.
Well, dude, like it's like common fucking sense, man, for everything. Like everybody should just respect everybody else the same way they want to be respected and use common sense.
Why
Like,
do you think my saying is, let me get my Switch?
yeah, yo, and you have to use reasoning before punishment. So like you have to give your kid understanding in why things are happening and what the result of decisions is. But if they don't, like, you just enable them their whole life until they become fucking invalids, basically.
Well,
If you
I
don't,
worry because I never spanked my daughter. The reason is because of some of the training I had gone through. I didn't feel as if I should spank my child. Not because she didn't deserve it. It was just because. You understand?
yeah,
And, but I never really had to. I mean, she was a little bit mouthy, but that's all little girls go through that crap.
Well, you
You know?
probably reasoned with her probably pretty well if you made it all that time without having to spank her. Like, you probably gave her understanding. You know what I mean?
Well, I thought so. I never spanked my daughter though, ever. And
Because
but like I said,
the do as I say, not as I do mentality, that shit don't work. Like, if you tell a kid don't do something, but you don't explain why, or you don't give them any reason not to, like, just human nature is going to have them do it. But if you help them to understand, then it makes all the difference.
yeah, yes. But anyway, the whole world's gone to hell. I don't
It
care.
has.
You can't. And when that happened, when you in the schools they taught. I mean, it was a good thing they taught abuse to children because some children were being abused and they needed to know the difference. And I agree with that. But they made it so easy for children to run their mouth to their parents, and the whole world went like that. And so now we raise a bunch of kids that don't know a hard day's work and don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they don't know how to deal with a lot of life's ups and downs. That's the reason why so many people are always so victimized, always so fucking everything that somebody else does affects them. Everything that like it's it's crazy because I feel like I gone through that as a kid, like on a severe fucking level, and I don't condone it. I think it's wrong. It's 100% wrong, but it's what I went through to make me me. So it's like life, man. Life is bad shit too. You know? I
It's
don't know.
but the simple things like taking your kid out with you to split wood, or take your kid out with you to stack wood, or taking your kid out with you to pick the garden, you know. And after about 3 green bean plants, they decide that they're all done with that. They don't, like, there's no reason why a mother should be out there shoveling the driveway if she's got 2 or 3 teenage sons.
Yeah. Yep.
It's
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to say. Kids are
Well, and a
so
lot, but I think a
privileged.
lot of it. I think a lot of the abuse, the actual abuse, comes down to people with just short tempers and like selfish points of view. Because, like you said, the gardening thing, you just reminded me. Like when I was young, if I was told to do something, and my dad had a big garden too, so like I would have to go out there and do stuff in there, and I didn't do it exactly like to the T. Like my dad would just wig out, and it would be a whole deal. And that's not the it's like, come on, man. Like, we got to be better people, yo. Like, real talk, man.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Let's take for instance, it's a two. Usually, it's a two-income family. Okay, there's no reason on Saturdays when mom and do the house cleaning and the laundry, say there's no reason why the kids aren't doing that with her till it's done. There's no reason why she has to do all that laundry at the end of the week. Why aren't they throwing some loads in for her? Just simple things. The kids don't want to be bothered with the chores.
Yeah.
They don't.
Or
They're
sometimes I've seen kids that won't even take care of their parents. Like, I'm a firm believer in your parents take care of you when you're young, and then you take care of them when they're old. And a lot of
right.
people
Oh,
don't even do that
absolutely,
shit.
absolutely. Yep, yep.
It's crazy. I've seen so many people be like, "Oh yeah, and it's your mom and your dad, the two biggest things to me, at least, in your whole life." Like, people are like, "Oh, my mom's getting old and senile. I'm putting her in a home, or I'm fucking shipping her off to here or there." Like, I don't see how anyone could even do that.
Well, it's very popular. Trust me.
Yeah.
But I just don't agree with the way people act. So now we'll go back to what's going wrong with the world. That's what's going around with the world.
Yeah.
If
Well, I
if
think
if
too.
3 teenage boys can walk by it because they're walking down the street, can walk by and see a 70 or 80-year-old woman shoveling, and they don't stop what they're doing unless they got something. They got to be there or they'll be in trouble, you know. But if they don't stop and help that woman and tell her to sit down, that tells me a lot about
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
person.
Well, what sucks is it tells you a lot about their parents too,
It tells you
because
about parents. Because
yeah,
my
because
kid,
my parents wouldn't even allow that shit. If I was somewhere and an older person comes into the room, you better get up out of your fucking seat. Like,
yeah,
That's right. That's right. But what you just said triggered me a little bit, only because you can raise your children to know right and wrong. You can raise your children the 100% right way, 110%. And if that kid gets pissed off at something and grabs a gun and goes shoot somebody, I don't believe that the parent should be held responsible for his stupidity.
but I don't think that shit is a normal ingredient in human society. I think that shit is a poison that is put there by the shit that people do wrong. People that abuse kids, make kids fucked up adults. People that so like if we were to just be more I don't know, man. I guess I'm an idealist because in my head it doesn't seem that hard to just like fucking use common sense and do whatever you would have people do to you. And
Okay, let me ask you something. And I know how you're going to answer this just by what you said earlier. So your father and goes out hunting, okay?
okay.
And he's got guns. He never brings a loaded one in the house. He doesn't keep the bullets like next to the gun. But in any event, if you were told as a child, don't touch that gun, would you have touched it?
Well, hold on. I got a two-part answer for this. Me, no, or no. Honestly, it depends on what age. If I was already of the age where if I was 8 and older, I would have 100%. Wouldn't have killed nobody, but I would have touched the gun for sure. But let me say this: we have to have balance in the good and bad. So like a lot of these people, I hate to say this, and people can take it however they want. I know it's mean and it's fucked up, but a lot of the stupid people that get a gun and accidentally shoot themselves in the fucking face, or go and do this idiotic shit, like that's evolution. Like that's the world ridding itself of a stupidity gene that it didn't need, honestly. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Oh, I needed a good laugh. Oh shit! No, that's not right. It is right and it's not right. Blind, stop it.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, cause there's a level of reasonable crime and outrage that a person is going to be involved in, but then there's a level that's just idiotic, and it's like, how many idiots do we fucking really need? You know, they're taking over though.
Yeah, but there was a respect for your but boils right down to what we are saying. There was a respect for authority. There was a pecking order, and there was
Yeah.
a respect for authority. You were raised to respect your parents. You were raised to respect your grandparents. You were raised to respect the police. Now, granted, some police aren't doing their job the way they used to do in the 70s and, whatever. But that's a whole other rabbit hole we don't need to touch. But they're saying a lot in chat, Blind, just so you're aware of it. It is a, what's the word for it? What's that word for instant gratification? This has become an instant gratification world. Megan.
yeah.
Of the value of rules.
It's you had somebody New York say something to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure you saw it. I didn't know if you were pushing the button or somebody else was. I don't know how
No,
you
I
get it.
was. I,
Okay.
I was highlighting. I was highlighting when I highlight and because you guys are talking and I'm making a bed, so I'm reading chat and so I was highlighting it as you guys were talking and then I had to make a bed, so that's why it stopped for a minute.
Do you want to
So,
say something to her, or can Blind and I keep going?
no worries at all. It's like I said earlier, I don't think that can be fixed. I think you guys need to have a mutual stance on things, and maybe you guys could talk about it somewhere else. But it's just not my channel because I don't know the players, and I don't want anybody else involved in it that doesn't need to be. So
Oh, Blind. Oh, no. We lost Blind.
no worries. New York happened. I asked for it. Wasn't your fault. I thought I could help, and it blew up in my face. So it wasn't your fault. It was mine.
But anyway, thank you for saying that, New York. Where did Crazy Mama and Karasuma go?
I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness.
What?
It's just you and I, Megs.
Since you and I,
Yep.
everybody disappeared on you?
Well, they're still talking and they're still typing. I would assume it slowed down, but they're still typing.
Got it. In answer to your question, Judy, about the guns, I was told never to touch a gun because you never know if it's loaded or not, and if you're not gun savvy, to know all the tricks of a gun, you don't know how to clean a gun, you don't know how to behave around a gun. Don't touch the gun. Like,
Well, my theory, the way I was raised was, is this gun loaded or unloaded? And you better be answering, this gun is loaded. Because you treat all guns like they're loaded. I mean, Crazy Mama will tell you that. You
Yeah.
know, I'm sure when she pops the clip out, that she still checks before she puts it down. And like Wisco just said, hi Wisco, there is a gun safety thing. But my father had a gun rack, the ones that hung on the wall, the wooden ones that the bar comes down. And yes, he threw a padlock on it when we were younger. When we got older, he didn't have to have a padlock on it because every one of us knew if we touched it, it was gonna all hell to pay. But
my dad, we didn't my dad always had I just never, my parents never, we knew there was guns in the house, and we just it was like it's like a shotgun from my grandpa or whatever, but it was never with like BB guns, and we only played with BB guns. Like that was what we got to play with. Nothing more than that, and that was in the backyard at target practice and shooting cans. Like if you don't have a destination and don't know what you're doing with it, don't be there. Like that's how I was raised. Is that if you don't, like I said, if I don't have, if you don't have a target like a gun, like a BB gun target or something like that, you have no business picking up a gun. Like, because I believe it's not the gun's fault. It's the person that's holding the gun's fault.
I believe that too. That gun never jumped up and hurt a damn soul.
Yeah. So when someone says, gun safety and all that kind of stuff, it's the person that has the gun and not the gun. So I'm not a fan of guns for my own reasons, but it's because I don't have knowledge in that.
And you admit it.
Yeah.
So you're pretty safe if you don't have knowledge and you admit it. It's the people that think they have knowledge that are the scary ones. If I see somebody taking a 9mm and pointing it at something, like turning their wrist so that the handle is sideways, I'm getting the hell away from that person with the gun. Because
Right.
you were caught on the movies or some damn thing. Or you think it's cool. The minute you think a gun is cool, I don't want to be around you.
I think there's a time and a place for guns. And in my world, I don't have a time and a place for them. So, like, I just don't need them. I don't want them in my life. My ex-husband used to have one, and but it was in the safe. It was never brought out. So it's like, again, if you don't have a place to be using the gun legally, and you're thinking, like you said, that you know what you're doing, and that you can't make a mistake at all, that's someone I don't want to be around, because that's
You know, people, cars get in accidents all the time, and cars kill other people. And I'm sure there's more car accidents than there is gun accidents.
yeah.
But blind, you are muted. But
Okay, can you hear me now?
yeah,
But yeah, I
but
think what you're saying, I think what you said, Judy, is true, man, about the parents thing, because respecting your parents is the first part of it. Like, if my dad had left a gun out on the table, nobody would have touched it, because we respected our parents to a point to where we didn't cross certain boundaries at all, ever. And I still don't cuss in front of my mom to this day. Like, it's crazy, because not allowing parents to discipline their kid makes it to where the kids have no discipline at all.
well, you had things like uh, in the house that, like, mom has stuff. Don't touch mom's vase. That's mom's vase. Whether she got it at a yard sale and it means something to her from her mother or whatever. Don't touch dad's gun. Don't touch mom's whatever, crystal vase or whatever. You didn't touch other people's property in a way. Now, of
Exactly.
course, mom and dad could touch all your stuff. That rule was out as long as you lived in the house. But generally speaking, they respected your stuff too.
Yeah, well, you listened, or you got your ass beat. Like,
Right.
even if you didn't agree with it, even if it didn't make sense, like, you listened because you understood about discipline. Like, you understood
You
what it meant
understood
to
about because I
fucking
said
listen.
so. You
Yeah,
understood that
yep.
theory.
And people think they don't have to listen to nobody no more. Like, people won't even fucking sit still long enough to listen.
Well, you never saw a kid
It's
back.
crazy.
You never saw a kid back talk to their parents either. I mean, granted, you might have done it under your breath, or you might have thought it, but you never would have said it out loud.
I still, to this day, feel guilty for ever thinking some of the things, and that wasn't even bad. Like, it wasn't even big. But when I became an adult, when I saw the first person that I ever saw back talk their mom and be like, "Fuck you, bitch," and blah, I
Oh my God!
I swear my brain almost exploded.
I would have counted my teeth in my head because that's the last time I would have had that many. But no, my parents would have not done that. But I'm just saying that was an example of you feared. There was a fear factor there.
I was gonna say, because
Yeah,
I was never spanked or anything like that, but I respected my parents. Like, the fear factor was the respect factor. Is that if I looked at my dad, like, I looked at my dad wrong, and he looked at me, or my mom looked at me, I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. Like, I'm losing my car because I'm losing TV. Like, I was getting punished, like, in a different way. Now people just assume that it's all good to do whatever you want, and I don't, and people don't respect anything about what they're being taught, and that's where I have
Right.
a
They don't
yeah.
respect
Well, dude,
property
because think
because they
about it.
didn't work for it. Oh, I smashed my car. That'll get me a new one.
And as a parent, it's your job to control another living, breathing human being with their own thoughts and ambitions and goals and all that shit. So, like, when you keep on slowly removing the tools to do that, parents aren't going to be able to fucking control a kid. Like, that's why the whole world is out of control.
But that's it. There's no people say you shouldn't fear your parents. No, you shouldn't fear them, but there is a certain fear on the respect comes with a little bit of fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I disagree with that. I think it's very important to fear your parents, or at least fear doing wrong by them.
That's
Or
like,
fear
that's
the
what I'm saying.
disappointment.
Like,
Or
I didn't
fear
fear
the
my parents.
disappointment in their face when they look at you.
Well, no, I think that's
Yeah.
exactly it. It's what I was going to say is that it's the disappointment that I still feel to this day when if I do something wrong, I go,
Well,
that's
that's what I meant by tools of control, dude, because they're making it to where the only control a parent has is emotional manipulation. Like, if a parent isn't emotionally manipulating a kid, they can't even fucking control them. Because by the time your hormones start raging and you're 15, going crazy, like, you're hard to control. Everybody is. Like,
I can remember my dad, he was a big man, like, like a 54 chest in his prime and a 15 ring size. And I think he had a 15 shoe size. He's a big man, okay, big boned. So when my brother, he was only one boy in the family, when my brother started getting to be a teenager, my mother she said she was 5 foot, but she was only 4'10" or 11. And my father said, you ever, or she said it to all of us, you kids ever lay a hand on your mother and you'll be dealing with me when I get home.
yeah,
And
I can't
we knew
even
what that meant.
imagine that.
One
time my sister just stuck her tongue out at my mom, and she
Oh my
caught the
God.
fucking beat down of a lifetime. Like, it was by my other sister too. She beat the brakes off my sister for that. And
Yeah.
if any of my brothers ever would have disrespected my mom, we would have done the same thing. And the thing is that not everything is lollipops and roses and fucking good times. Like, fucking building character and building fucking reasoning skills and advancement of society takes fucking struggle and strife. Like, everything can't be great.
when you go to school and you're a freshman and they have freshman week or hell week or whatever you want to call it. My father
Yeah.
never believed in that. He says it's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt.
True that. Like hazing and stuff.
Yeah, that's hazing. That's the word I was looking for. He didn't believe in that. He says, what the hell? He says, let me give you an example. So you put a tack on somebody's chair and you sit down on it. How do you know there won't be, that won't cause something that you didn't know would happen to them, like an infection or something?
Well, it's like you said, the instant gratification. I don't think enough people think about what the consequences of their actions are. Like, people just, I don't see how anyone can do that really myself, but I see it all the time. People just think, what will make me happy? And then they do it, like, with no regard to what's going to turn out on the other end. Like, how can you not think about that shit?
But like Crazy just said, a lot of parents just want their kids to be friends. That's true. That's true. But I know
hard,
Crazy. Okay, we'll talk about Crazy because she made that statement. It's not hard. She'll hold friends accountable. She'll call out friends if they're wrong, or she thinks they're bullying something, or if she thinks, she'll call them out, her own friends. So that's the same way you should treat your kids. You can be friends with them.
No, I think she means with each other, though. Like, and I have siblings that, like, my whole life, I would be the one that would get all the siblings together, and I would reach out to my brother, bring him, and then reach out to my sister, and they still can't stand each other. And I think she's talking about that, like, that some kids don't get along. But I mean, that's gonna happen. Like, let me ask y'all this: we all know that there's shit people in the world, right?
Okay, that's putting it harshly, but okay.
Okay, like, what person? Okay, well, I mean, what else would you call it? Like just people that just are selfish, that do bad to other people, that hurt people. Like, what percentage of people would y'all say that is? Or he's more easily
I don't
fucking.
know. If you ask that question in the last 2 years, I think the numbers have gone up.
Well, what percentage of people are good people, do y'all think?
Um, I don't know. I think everybody has good in them. It's whether they choose to express it.
So then everybody has bad in them too. So everybody can be a shit person.
But there's so much deviant. Like somebody sitting against the building, sitting on the floor, sitting on the pavement with a cup, saying "I'm homeless." Okay, so everybody would help chip in a quarter or a dollar or something, and then what do you get? You get this person that don't want to work, that's just lazy, that decides I'm going to get old clothes on and sit there and collect that money tax free.
Well, that's the extreme. There's gonna be an average that works out. The thing is that the existence of billionaires is fucking insane. Like,
Yeah,
when you're hoarding money to that extent, to the extent that your extended family could never even spend it, it's at the expense of other human beings. Like,
right, right. I
w-
get what you're saying.
with the natives and stuff like that. Okay, when the Louisiana Purchase, when we came and fucking took America and bought Louisiana and stuff, do you know that the Indians actually thought that they were getting the win? Because they were like, dude, these white people are paying us, but you can't own the land. Like, the land fucking owns you. Like, you can't, you can say it's yours, you can keep people off of it, but you don't own it. You can never actually affect it in a way that makes it yours. And if as a person who's born, like, we should all respect. I don't know. I just have a problem with the way that people are so fucking selfish, man.
Yeah, you're right, but like they say, the yin and the yang. There's always the opposite. You
Yep.
know.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Is that the homeless person, like, because there's the average
Whoa, whoa,
people,
whoa. Oh, okay.
there's
I
the
got it.
average people, and then there's the extremes on both ends. The people that are incredibly rich and the people that are incredibly poor. And if we were better about spreading it out evenly, or at least just making it fair, a fair playing field to everyone, because it should all be on what what are you capable of doing? How intelligent are you? What are you willing to do? Like, that should be the only three things that matter in life, you know?
Well, it's just like I said here many times. Be kind. It's
Yeah.
so much easier to be kind. I mean, you have to draw the line in the sand sometimes, but just be kind. I think that's what's missing out of the world in a lot of things is kindness. You
Well,
know,
and let me ask y'all this, and I'm curious what y'all's, with everything taken into consideration, all things accounted for, is it better for yourself, like, say you're the only person in the world that matters, is it better to be a bully or to be a victim?
I don't think it's better to be either or. You shouldn't have that choice.
No, but if you had to, like, if you absolutely had to decide which one, and we're talking about
I
purely
think I'd
in.
be a bully because I can because I'm in control when I'm a bully. I'm not in control when I'm a victim.
So, okay, so, like, even for your self-esteem and shit, like it would be better to be a bully than to be a victim, right?
Absolutely, because the bully can decide how much bullying he's going to inflict on somebody. A victim can't
And a bully is
decide
gonna
that.
have confidence in life, and a bully is gonna not, like, whereas a victim is gonna be fucking scarred
Well,
or
but
possibly.
understand, bully is just a word. And because of the meaning of both of those words you gave me a choice of, I had to pick bully.
Well, because
Because
one create, or like they exist in tandem with each other, you know. In every interaction, you're either giving or receiving. I feel like you're either
right.
teaching or learning, and that goes for bullying or being the victim of a bully too, in most circumstances. In most circumstances where there's gain, you know. or at least in like the competitive world, like the fucking like money, like when it comes to the business world, like success.
Well, it everything like like people would years ago people would buy a piece of land or pay for a piece of land, and you would work at the farm and you would raise your cattle and you would try to survive. Uh, you know what I'm saying? And then they came out with an air. I'm gonna. This will. Wisco will have a lot to say about this. Then they came out with, okay, now you're gonna pay. Okay, you got your land and you're able to feed your family, but guess what? Now we're gonna put taxes on you.
Yep.
You know,
Well, and
and then
we lost the whole concept of why it's even good to have a government and a society. Like we've lost the personability that there is in community interaction. Like it's too big, you know.
right.
Like, because if everything was still like, I think everything should be on a state level, or at least like a fucking city level. Like, if you live in this area and it affects you, then you should have a say on what's going on, and you should be involved in that. But so many people get pushed out of involvement. They're like, "Nah, we don't want your type to be engaged with us. We don't care about your opinion and stuff like that."
Right. But like I said, where did we lose control? We lost control years ago. Just the fact that you got to pay taxes to the government on what you own. Um, I understand you got to keep the roads going. I understand you have to keep schools going and all this stuff, but to what extreme? To what
Yeah.
freaking extreme? There years ago, there was never a vote in high school if they were going to have money for the football team. That was never even a question. That was part of going to high school.
Hey,
You
hold
know,
on.
I had to mute. While that's muted for a minute, I'm gonna take care. Life on Mars. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but it doesn't concern me, and I don't know why you're here. So,
Who?
you can move right along.
Rapper?
No, Life on Mars.
life on Mars.
Oh yeah, that's
Well,
Rapper.
I saw a couple. I saw a couple statements, but then it seemed to stop.
Yeah.
So
Right?
Well, I
Why
was
is
just addressing.
Rapper such a baby back bitch? You think? You want to speculate on that?
because that's how they get their enjoyment. Why do people shoot
Yeah.
people? Because that's how they get their enjoyment.
Go burn ants or something, Rapper. You fucking twat.
Well, you don't know for sure if it's rapper.
It's
Could
I
be
Rapper.
don't think
somebody
it's.
just
I don't think it's rapper. It's. He's not talking like rapper. He's talking about how kids in Truckee can go trespass and do whatever they want, and they have no regards to anything because they're entitlement, basically, and that's not true at all. I don't know about other people's parenting, but I know mine and my kids. I know where my kids are at, and my kids respect others. So I don't.
Well, I'm
They
not
Dude,
even
they
gonna.
respect rules.
I
when did
think
we lose the concept of reality that life ain't fucking fair? Like some people are born into a rich community, some people are born into a poor community. You do your best so that your progeny get the best fucking chance. Like there's no fairness. Like you can't give God a fair complaint, you know?
yeah.
Yeah,
Like so
Well,
who gives a fuck if the kids in Truckee have it better? It's because their people worked hard to give them that life. Like
well, let me just say this. Not everybody in Truckee has tons of money, There are certain people that are privileged, yes, but not every kid in Truckee has that. And it's not
um,
fair to put everybody in a box and say because one kid did this or one kid did this that they're all doing that. That's not realistic and that's stupid thinking. So,
no, well,
well,
but
it's
as
like
an outsider, I can say I see why people say that because you guys in Truckee do have a lot of access that a lot of us average people aren't just don't even have fucking any way to access any of that stuff. Like, it is a whole completely different privileged lifestyle, even if it's not privileged to the extreme.
Well, it's like I told Megs a long time ago. You look okay. They want to talk about Truckee. Let's talk about Truckee for a minute. You got how many people that have wonderful, beautiful houses? Okay. If you can afford a wonderful, beautiful house, then you probably want a housekeeper. And then you probably want mechanics to work on your cars. And you probably want people that's going to mow your lawn. And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So you have to hire these people to do it. So I think there's more worker bees to keep an area going than there are how many rich people, because they all work for the rich. I mean, Megan can only clean so many houses, so now you got to hire somebody else. So what I'm trying to say is that in Truckee, there's two people that live there: the people that have and the people that work for the I have. It's that easy. There's nothing else left to choose from. So just because your address says Truckee does not mean that you're privileged or whatever. It just means you're from Truckee. That's it. And if you got a problem within the community, then fix it. Right?
Yep.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Yeah, I know. I know Jane Cobb's hat. I just used Truckee as an example because
What gets in the way?
that's
What
what they
gets
were
in the
talking
way
about.
is what is greed. All the ugly stuff is what gets in the way, right? It's like people's greed and people's self-absorbed attitudes, and people just being self-serving, because everything, like, we talk about it like as if it's unachievable, like that's something that's been put into our head, that you cannot ever have a perfect society. But why couldn't you have people behaving the right way, you know?
Because everybody wants to cut. Somehow they got in their head that life's a competition.
That's true. That is so
If
fucking
if,
true.
if life's a competition and you got to make more money and more money and more money, well, guess what? While you're out there making more money, you're not home talking to your children. You're not home watching a movie with your children.
Yep. And
So
you're right. If
so
life is a competition, then you're really the winner's decided the moment you're born, because the gap between the winner and the rest of us is so huge. If you're not born into that fucking billionaire society and stuff, then you're losing. If life is a competition, like,
well, you got the, like you say, you got the top guy who wants to make more and more and more, and like you said, how much more does he need? And then you got the father that's working two jobs just to put food on the table. That's why he can't be at home watching a movie with his kids. So why can't we balance that
yep,
out a little bit? You know, why don't
yep.
you slow
And what
down
sucks is that,
on making money so
and
that
nine,
the guy is not having to work two jobs because he's able to get a good job because you're not work. You know what I mean?
yeah, hell yeah, I agree with that completely. And what sucks is that 9 times out of 10, that dude that's working his ass off is probably going to be a better person. Like,
Well, yeah, because
so where,
the kids see him struggle. They see him
and it's
come
like,
home
where is
tired.
your value? It's like, are you valued at what they say you're worth? Are you valued at, I've always considered it, my value is in what my loved ones are, of how they're affected by me. Like, if I'm helpful and productive and stuff like that, then my value is high or higher, you know?
Yep.
But what is a person's value?
And who sets the standard for it? So then we go back to it's a competition. You know, it,
That's true. Because it's like, what are we trying to accomplish? Are we trying to accomplish an idyllic society, or are we just trying to get by? Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know. There's a lot of
I don't want.
philosophical questions in there.
I don't really want to turn this into the Blind and Judy show.
You guys are fine because I'm working and I'm listening and I'm
Yeah,
watching chat because I'm just sitting
I'm
here anyway
sorry.
and charging my phone. So no, you guys are good, and you guys are just talking and everybody's in chat is doing great, so it's all right, and everything's fine.
Well, dude,
And I
I'm
like
loving
what you
these
guys.
new like. This is where I'm coming now to get my social interaction because I don't fuck with nobody no more. But I'm
No,
loving
and
these talks.
I think it's good because you're talking about normal everyday things that people have, have theories or have their opinion on, and everybody's gonna have a difference of opinion, but I think it's good that it's being talked about.
Well, I think we're all agreeing to disagree. So you respect the other person's opinion, whether you agree with it or not. You respect that they have thoughts like that, but we have to respect their thoughts also.
Yes. And I think that it's a very kids today in the society that we live in, there is no necessarily remorse and fear like I did when I was a kid. Like my parents just had to look at me sideways and I knew I was in trouble. Like, I didn't have to have someone tell me I was in trouble.
Well,
I knew
99%
I was.
of the time, I didn't have to be looked at sideways. I knew what was coming out of my mouth or what my actions were if they were.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even need to. That's exactly my point. I didn't even need to think about that if I was going to get in trouble. I knew I was in trouble, like before I was even in trouble. So, and
Yeah, because like we had a 2-story house, and if my parents told me to do something, like whether I agreed with it or not, if I went up those stairs and stomped my feet on the way up, there was going to be trouble. No, you don't act like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said, we were raised in a different era. There's 3 of us, and I don't know Blind's age, but we're either from 2 generations or 3, and I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, when I was growing up, I could have gone to college. My parents offered to send me to college, and I was like, nah, I don't want to go to college. But it wasn't mandatory to go to college then. It was only mandatory to get a high school diploma. Okay. But then it became necessary to get at least a BA, and then it became necessary to have a 4-year degree. And then it became necessary to get a master's degree. Where does it all stop? I mean, I don't know. And everyone, and I hate to say this, but you're educating them in school, and you're raising people that can solve they can solve some of the world problems, but they don't know how to screw a screw in. They don't know between a Phillips and a straight head screwdriver,
like I said, I was raised very sheltered, so I didn't have the same experience that a lot of other people did growing up, and I was sheltered and in a small town. So I just, I did what my parents told me to do, and if I didn't, I got in trouble. That's all it was.
Yep. Yep, I agree.
I mean, I didn't realize I was sheltered until I moved out of Truckee and saw a different side of the world. I mean, I always knew it was there, but I didn't know it like to the extent of what it was and how the world could be different for everybody. I just thought everybody was, that way. And so when I moved out of Truckee and I thought it was different. It was an eye-opening experience, and I think every kid goes through that in their own way.
Yeah. Well, you're influenced by your surroundings, you know.
I grew up where if your parents are having a trouble with you, and they wanted to make a point, they went to your soccer coach or your baseball coach or whatever and said, "I'm having problems with my son. Or daughter? Will you help me?" And they would be like, "Yep, I'll do that. Few extra few extra runs today will nip that in the bud real quick." Like the community helped with the kids that were um, not behaving correctly, or the school district or whatever. Like it was just different, and I know that that's not everywhere. But like I said, I grew up very sheltered, so I didn't know that's not how it was until I got older. So. Sorry, I'm folding. Um, pillowcases. Hold on.
Yeah, if I drop, I'll be right back. I gotta
Okay.
check on something.
Okay. All right, I'm watching chat again, guys. I was right, and I saw fucking. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, no. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. I didn't screw up then.
Good. You're getting better at pushing buttons?
No, maybe the good Lord is looking down on me. I thought I saw something and I had to check it out immediately, and when I checked it out, I read it wrong. So I didn't see anything that was ticking me off. So, see what happens when you assume?
Um, yeah, she takes care of animals. She's got lots of cats. And I'm charging my phone, so Judy, you're not going to be left up here all by yourself.
Well, I hope so. Thanks for looking out.
I am. I got down to 18%, and so I thought I needed to charge it.
I think from now on, the minute I see you or talk to you, it's going to have to be, what's the charge on your phone? To remind you. But you're getting pretty good at it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm already back up to 24%.
I don't know how your device is charged so fast.
I'm up to 25%, so I'm charging as we go. My charger says 55 minutes until full.
You're funny, Carrie. I like your sense of humor at times. Cracks me up. So what's everybody
You're in
doing
the right.
today?
No, Carrie, you're in the right spot. That's all of us here. No one's gonna take offense to anything unless it's a bad joke, and they'll tell you it's a bad joke. But everybody gets most of the time there's dark humor here all the time, so don't feel bad.
About the only people that tell bad jokes is that can get in trouble real quick is Megan and I. Because we're saying it and we're not thinking about it while we're typing it.
Yeah, I'm the only one that makes bad jokes. No one else does.
I mean, I do too. Oh, Art, she's a freaking she's a pip. She is. I'll tell you, she cracks me up. The best one I like from Art is, "Okay, I'll be quiet now." You know, she says that it's not going to be long. She's coming out with something else.
I like Art's jokes make me laugh. I think they're all funny. Art is an amazing person. She's cute and she is very much of a sweetheart and she's very loyal. So I love Art.
I don't know, but they got cat problems in the chat, Megan.
I'm seeing that. Yeah.
Wow. That's funny.
I'll post the link again because I'm sure I haven't posted it in a while and the chat's been moving.
Just pin it. You're the one in control of letting people up.
All right, I'll go. I have to go to the other side. So hold on. You're on your own for just a second.
But if you don't agree with me, then don't do it.
No, that's fine. No, that's a good idea. I'll be right back.
Oh no. If she pushes too many buttons, I'll be here alone. All by myself. I don't want to be all by myself anymore. So does MJ, does that mean they've decided who's going to be playing in the Super Bowl? Be nice now, Carrie. She hasn't dropped off yet. I'm
I'm back, and I did not drop off.
No, I was amazed.
And I got it pinned and everything.
I know. Now you're gonna have to be checking for
Yeah.
people. You guys are funny. They're
I know
typing in chat.
they're cracking me up. One more game, Lions and 49ers, 4:30. Ah, my 49ers are playing. I'm gonna have to call Braden and have him tape it.
Do you have it where it dings when somebody is backstage, Megan? I think she did. She did have it like that, but I don't know if she still does.
Well, I
So,
do, yes. It dings.
so okay.
But I don't and like I call it the doorbell, but I don't always hear the doorbell.
Well, make it a siren then.
I don't think you can change that noise.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. So, what's the next thing on our subject matters to discuss here?
I
Be
don't
careful.
know.
Be nice.
No, I'm keeping it cool today because it's
You sound cool.
yeah.
You sound
Yeah,
pretty
Carrie,
mellow.
you're just got to remember name 1 second. You're great, Carrie. You're fine. You make me laugh all the time. You guys make me laugh all the time. All of you do.
Hey,
What?
Carrie just said, sucks, guys. Thank you.
Oh.
Super Bowl is in Vegas. Hmm.
I wish there was a charging cord that was like 100 miles long that I could just charge, like where I could just walk around in the house.
Or a charger that didn't need to be hooked to it. It just always charges.
Yeah, a portable one, which they have. I just don't have one.
Well, I don't know. Did we talk ourselves out here?
I don't know. Where'd everybody just, I don't know what to, like, I'm just working away. And so poor Judy's trying to entertain herself because I have to keep walking away from my phone. So I feel bad. No, I think today's just been an interesting day. And, it's going to take some time for some stuff to settle down, I think.
You still haven't told me what's going on.
Hold on. I'm putting a pillowcase on. So just give me a minute.
No, I'm not one to argue with a pillowcase. Yeah, Aussie and Australian, I can't, I've tried to understand. I'm getting there a little bit, but oh, boy. Oh,
All right, I put it in back chat. Kind of give you. I gotta get to garbage. You guys can hear me walking away, huh? Crunch,
yeah.
crunch, 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 crunch on hardwood floor. What was I gonna do? That's. I finally have figured out if I put X to brush when I go from back chat to the front chat, so I don't drop down. It's only taken me today to figure it out. Now, that doesn't mean I figured it out. That just means I'm doing it correct today, because obviously I know it, but I always make the mistake and I hit the wrong X. But I just did it twice without dropping myself off, so I'm proud of myself. I find the most interesting small things fun.
How many houses you got?
I got this one, and then, which I just got to vacuum and mop real quick, and then I'm on to the next house. So I have one more after this.
Is it a big one?
No, not necessarily.
I mean, it's not one that you got like 13 beds in it, and 3 or 4
No,
stories.
no, and then I have one that I got to pick up all the stuff and take it home tonight to wash, so that when I do it tomorrow, it'll be easier.
So you got to go there too?
Yeah, but I just have to pick up stuff. I don't have to. It's on my way home, so it's not going to change anything.
I was in Germany for a couple of years. We were started off in Frankfurt, and then we got transferred to Bremerhaven.
All right, Judy, I have to vacuum for 2 seconds, like about 10 minutes or 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is. So I'll be watching
Look, it's
chat,
a
but I
big
gotta.
difference.
What?
Um,
Or I could end this and then I can come back after I get to the next house.
well, if that's better for you.
No, and if someone wants to come up and join you, they'd be more than happy to. It's going to be about, because I just got to vacuum. So give me 2 seconds. Hold on. I just got to vacuum 2 rooms.
Yep.
Okay, you're in charge for a minute, Judy.
Oh no, it's all right. I got crime and crochet and crazy here, and maybe Karasuma. I got enough wrenches up here that I probably won't have to use mine at all. So is everyone getting yeah, thanks, Wisco. Is everyone getting snow, or is the weather behaving for you? Oh, I know, you're messing with me. You always mess with me. It's kind of like if you don't, I'd say something. What, are you mad at me or something? Oh no. Is it that bad? Here you go. Don't drop it again. Did you? Oh, okay. I'm telling you, can't trust nobody, even the dogs against me. Never seen snow. Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble. We got somebody in here who's never seen snow. I'm concerned. Well, Whiskey, you should have came up. You could at least have helped me keep the conversation going. Oh, yeah, I love them. I follow them a lot. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back, people. Okay, I'm back. Looks like you're not. Looks like you're not tripping up Jane Cobb's hat. They got this down to a science. Um, Tweet secret between you and I, Carrie. Jane Cobb's hat is male. I told her. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. Because after I said it, I was like, maybe you want to tell her.
Back.
There you go.
Yeah.
I didn't do
Sorry.
an excellent. I didn't do
Huh?
an excellent job, but I tried.
You didn't do an excellent job?
No,
Uh-oh.
Carrie thought Jane Cobb's hat was a girl.
Oh. Nope, that's a husband.
Well, I didn't go that far. I just said it's male. But for the women out there, he is married. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't have to apologize. I thought it was a female too for the longest time till I put two and two together.
I don't remember how I figured it out or found out. I obviously got told it, I'm imagining. I get told a lot of things.
Huh?
I said I got told it, I just don't remember how I found out, obviously.
Well, I didn't know right off either. I had to figure it out. Sometimes I don't say anything and let people figure it out. But Carrie's been awful nice to me, so I figured I would just give her that, tell her on the QT.
I like Carrie. You've been a nice welcoming to the channel. You are very funny and very polite, so thank you for that.
I never read the book. I just thought it was one of Crime and Crochet's patterns because I've made those hats before. So see, I just learned something.
You're funny. Yep, that's Mr. Hooker.
Except for I don't believe that hat is crocheted. I believe it's knitted. But that's just a minor technicality. Crazy. Do you think Billy D is rapper?
Who's Billy D?
Mm,
I don't know that name.
it was from Straight Talker.
Oh, I don't know who Billy D is. Oh no. Okay. I don't know what they're talking about.
Neither do I,
Obviously,
but they know what they're
obviously.
talking about, and so
Yep.
I'm just, you know, I'm playing it on a need to know basis.
Yeah.
Why are you crying?
Who's crying?
No, I got it. Little buddy here,
Oh,
or
Patrick.
also known as little shit.
I'm like, I don't hear anybody. I don't know if anybody's crying.
He's crying underneath his breath, and when I went to get up to see, sometimes he'll drop something and he won't bark right off. He only barks when he gets on the ground and goes to get it, and he can't get it, I guess. And he was kind of like crying under his breath, so I thought he was going to jump down next and start barking. So I figured I'd beat him to the punchline. I look, he's sitting there with his ball on the edge of the bed, crying at it as if to say, "Should I drop you or shouldn't I?" He's such a little shit.
He's your lovely little shit, though.
Yeah, but he's mine. You're right. I wouldn't trade him for anything.
No, neither should you.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. And mine is hurt right now, so I feel bad for her.
Well, at least you know she's hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you can now address it. Well, you did suspect it right from the beginning when you went live. You suspected that something was going on because of the way she was acting. So that's a good mama.
Yeah, and it, like I said, there's no blood, there's no anything else. Like, so I didn't see anything. You know, like if I'd seen blood, I probably would have freaked out more. Like, you know, and I think that's why Ginger, you know, it was like I said, a nip, and it must have been a full. You know, he put his mouth on her, and that was enough for Ginger to wiggle her way out of it and get away. But it was enough to scare her, and I think that's why she was acting weird. Is she was more scared and hurt. And like I said, I think, you know, she's older now, so she has pain that wasn't there before.
Yeah. Well, plus there must be a hell of a size difference.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, he's probably 75 pounds, probably double her
Right.
size, and so or triple
Double.
her size,
I was
triple
going
her
to
size.
say, do the math.
Yeah,
He's
because
75.
Ginger's 17. Ginger's 17. So yeah, he's probably triple her size. You know, maybe he might be 90. You know, he might be 80 pounds. So, you know, he could be he's 4 times her size, and that means 4 times the power. And he's a husky, and he's not a very well socialized husky. So it's an issue. But it was my issue because the reason why I feel bad is because like I knew Ginger was going that way, and I was on something, like I was literally like just around the corner from her where she went, and I was like, and she went behind the corner as I was like, Ginger, and I saw her tail go right behind the corner, and I was like, ah, and just as I said, ah, she yelped, and then she came running. So I mean, I heard her yelp, and that's why I know it was a quick.
Also, with a small dog, you don't know if you can't tell their yelp because they would yelp anyway sometimes, you know?
No, I knew that there was a scuff. Like I knew that she got scared. Like that's what it sounded like. You know, it was a different kind of yelp than it was just her barking. And I know her and this dog do not get along, and it's because he's just, they've had their issues in the past, and he's not a very well, he's not a nice dog. It's known. So it's my fault. I should have been,
Is it part
well,
Malamute or something?
no, he just is he's very, he's just an inside. He was raised to be in an apartment, and the kids just didn't, play with him enough, and now they're trying. He's much better as he's gotten older, but it's not a nice dog, and
Yeah.
there's dogs that are just not nice, and that's what this one happens to be. And Ginger wouldn't hurt a fly. She'd bark and run. Well,
Yeah.
that's not, and she does bark and run. She barks and then goes, "I didn't do it," and runs behind me like, "Mom, I didn't do it. I didn't do it." And so she's an instigator. So it's partly her fault, but it's my fault because it's my dog. So it's not her fault. It was my responsibility, and she got it. And as soon as she turned that corner, I just kind of was like, ah, and I was outside with her and everything. It's not like, and she runs, and the other one, and they let him run all the time too, like I let Ginger. So it's not, it's just part of a, it's not a huge big deal, but yeah, she's a puss. Yep. She's a big one. She's a big wimpy. She's all bark and no bite. But then when she if someone comes up, like if a male comes up or scares her, she'll jump up to bark and bite. So it's kind of Ginger can be her own worst enemy. So it's kind of what happened. Not anybody's fault. Just is the way it's dogs being dogs.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's not and like I said, she got a. I always tell her one, because she thinks that she can play with the big dog because she wants to rough and like she's also the type that wants to run after them and be in the pack, but not be the chased or the chaser. She wants to be the third party. She's like, "Oh, we're running, okay," but but she doesn't want to be the one that's on the running side of being chased, and she doesn't want to be the one that's like, the first one chasing after someone. So it's like she's a full-on instigator. So I always tell her she's going to run into a dog that doesn't agree with her because she wants to go play. Like even at dog parks and everywhere else, she does the same thing. So
yeah.
Part of the way she is. She's like, "I could do this. I can do this," and I'm like, "You're going to get in trouble, and the dog's going to put you in your spot. There's a bark. There's a pecking order, Ginger, and you're not on it."
Yeah. Sorry.
So I might give her tonight. She hates baths, but I might give her a warm bath tonight. That way she can at least feel. But I don't know if that'll hurt her having the water go in there.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I might wait for it to scab over before, because that might aggravate something, and I don't want to be aggravated.
Maybe Crazy Mama's got some thoughts on that. She heard you.
Yeah. Because and especially because she's so little and she's so thin, right? Like she's thin because she has a lot of hair, but she doesn't have a lot of meat on her bones because she's only 17 pounds. So, and she's older, like I said. So she's now going, "I'm not as young as I used to be. I can't go play with the big dogs." So she kind of got taught a a lesson per se.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a lesson or, it's just old age showing. And I fully understand that. I'm not arguing with her. You there, Megan?
Sorry, I was chatting away to you. I said I was taking pictures for a minute and you were in charge. That's why I'm not talking for just a second. It's because I was taking
Oh,
pictures. And then I thought you could hear me. And then all of a sudden you go, are you there, Megan? I'm like, I just told you. I'm like, oh, she can't hear me. That's why.
well, we can't have dead air time because that upsets Mrs. G.
Oh, well, so sorry, Miss Molly. I don't care if it upsets her or not.
Oh, stop it. Be kind.
I wondered where all of the um, these were. I was like, I'm missing something. You know I am. Now it makes sense. I was like, where are all my knives? Everything. I found them. Yes, I did.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I know, right? I was like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm missing
What?
something. Well, I couldn't find some um some of the knives that were supposed to be in a thing, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. But I found them.
You count knives?
No, they were supposed to go in. They were out of the butcher block, and
Oh,
they went, and the butcher block was full. And I went, I don't think that they would have but all these butcher knives that are not here. And I was like, where are they? Well, I found them.
oh,
So
I understand. Makes sense. Good catch.
yeah, and I won't get yelled at now for finding it. So that's good.
We'll yell at the people that didn't put them back where they got them. Why are you getting
No,
yelled at?
they were in the top of the. They were in an extra slant in the or extra spot in the dishwasher that I always forget is there on some of the new dishwashers. So
Yeah.
that's what it was. It was the top rack where you put them all, and I forgot that they were. I didn't look there till the very end. So I was like, "What is it? Why can't I find them?"
Well, you should never put knives in the dishwasher anyway, even though I used to, but you should never do that. But what the hell? What do I know? Is nobody talking in the chat or is my chat not moving?
No, they're chat. They're talking in the chat. Why I put mine up. Why I put mine up? So I put mine in the dishwasher too. I do all the time too. They're talking about Cece because she knows, already knows.
Well, then I've got to reset my tablet because nothing's moving. I don't see anybody
I'd
talking.
rip her ass if she blocked me. I was forwarding. I was just forward to
My
have
chat
a.
sucks.
I've been on Candle with Perry. Oh, okay.
Crazy Mama says my chat sucks. Oh well. Can't please everybody, I guess. The best the best one we have is when you and I get up here and Megan disappeared into La La Land and then we turned it into the cooking show. That was pretty funny. Oh,
Sorry, I was sending pictures.
to whom?
To my boss.
Oh, to your boss. Okay, that one's acceptable. I thought you were just sending pictures to a friend. I was
Oh,
gonna
no,
go
no, no.
during a live.
Nope. I had to send pictures to my boss. Nope. I generally don't just send pictures unless they're forwarding links or whatever, or something I gotta do, and I let you guys know.
I didn't understand a damn word you said because you're walking away. But that's all right. I'm getting used to it. I'm so abused. Wisco, don't say a word. You're not for everybody.
All right. Let's see.
Welcome back.
I know I'm back.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
For what?
Coming back.
Oh, you're welcome. You know, I kind of have to. You're on my phone.
Yeah.
Can't exactly not.
You don't take me to McDonald's with you. You don't take me to 7-Eleven anymore with you. I feel like it. Sometimes I feel,
Left out?
yeah, it's pushed aside, kicked to the curb.
Oh.
Of course, anybody that's not been to 7-Eleven with me and Megan, I'll have to say that I do yell from the phone saying she's got me stranded in here, so you can see why she don't take me in anymore.
No, you have to stay in the car.
I don't mind staying in the car when Ginger's with me. She's
Oh.
funny. She'll start wagging her tail and getting jumpy, and I'm like, "Is Mama coming? Is she coming?" She'll get all excited.
Yeah. I hope that she's doing better today. I saw her this morning. She was like, she wanted to walk up and talk to me, but she's like, nope, not doing it because I know you're going to look and I don't want you, you're going to hurt me. And I'm like, I'm not trying to hurt you.
You gotta Google it and find out if you can give them baby aspirin or baby Tylenol or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that one. I mean, I knew about the peroxide and the Neosporin. I'm just not absolutely sure on that one, so I wouldn't, necessarily give you that advice without saying, check it out.
And no one tell me the score of the 49er game because I just saw it on my phone and I just shut off my notifications on it because I want to watch it. So
Oh, I'll tell you.
no,
Yeah, I will.
no, I want to watch it when I get home.
Well, do you remember yesterday when you
Yeah.
had to sing me that song?
Yeah.
Payback's a bitch.
Yeah, well, I that's fun. That was funny. I think that was really
Oh, yeah, that's hysterical.
It was.
Oh, yeah. That's a you and Wisco thing.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I think Wisco and I enjoyed it.
Of course you did.
Yeah. It was cute.
Mm-hmm. It's all right. I will survive. You walking outside now?
Yeah, I had to walk to the car to get the mop. And I'm loading up the car on the other stuff.
Wisco? Shut up.
I played it for her yesterday.
Ah! He just wants you to say it. Don't fall for it.
No.
Here we go.
Don't touch me there. Load up this.
Please, goddamn Donald Square. I'm gonna cook y'all in the head. That's what I'm gonna do. One of these days.
Everybody loves it when I pick on you, Judy. They all
Well,
love it
isn't
when you
that
pick on
great?
me.
What's that saying about me? Yeah, pick on Judy.
You know, everybody picks on me all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't pick on you. I even let you get 2 points and a flag. Here we go. Up into the wild blue yonder.
All right, I
I
just gotta
don't know.
go mop, and I'm done. Plug you in for a second while I mop.
Plug me in.
Yeah,
Yay.
because you're at 16% again.
I haven't been plugged in a long time. But, you know, you'll get that.
Well, you're at 16%, so I figured you want to be plugged in.
Let's go. At my age, it's not called dirty. It's called lucky. You think that the young people coined that phrase? Hell no.
I'm mopping, but I can hear you. I'm not looking at chat for a minute.
You're what?
I'm mopping, so I'm not looking at chat for just a minute. But I can
It
hear
don't,
you.
it don't matter. It's just Wisco
Is he picking
treating
on
me
me?
like he's picking on me. But that's all right because, like I said, That's our relationship.
Just don't call him cranky.
Hmm?
Just don't call him grumpy or cranky.
Well, you can call him grumpy and cranky if he deserves it. Just don't call him grumpy and cranky if he doesn't deserve it. Then he gets pissy. Define good. Oh, for what?
What?
I don't know. Wisco said he's sorry to me. I'm like, for what? Too much pegging. You know, I feel sad for people that just come into this page, into this channel for the first time, and the chats in the chats, and some of the chat that we say is sometimes questionable. They probably wonder where the hell they landed.
Well, they'll fit in eventually. I think that it's just today's a calmer day from after yesterday. It was a lot yesterday. People are still kind of trying to figure out what was going on and everything else.
Yesterday or the day before?
What happened the day before? Something else happened. I don't remember. A couple days. Last couple days
Phew.
today.
I was gonna say, boy, did I miss some time again? Hate that.
No, you didn't miss anything. It's just been a long couple of days.
Yeah. Well, it's only a long couple days if you open up and let it be. Right?
Right. Exactly.
People can only affect you as much as you allow them to affect you.
Sorry, I'm mopping floor or mopping stairs. That's you guys are hearing.
Well, who's Marvin? What did I miss? Yeah, what did I miss? What did I miss?
There's a Marvin?
No. Carrie said we should find Marvin and bring him back. Ha ha.
You know what? I think I blocked him yesterday. And I think
that one.
I have to unblock him. Yeah, the one
No, you don't. I have to. I'm sick of it. I'm telling you, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
What?
You keep blocking people because they're
Well,
rude, crude, and unusually. And
I
then you,
picked it was kind of it wasn't fair. I didn't give him a fair chance. He didn't, but he was bad timing for him. So
okay, at least you're cool. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, she's still got that. I'm going to fix things instinct. And I don't think we can fix that in Megan. I think that's just her. And sometimes she's very kind. It's usually too kind. And maybe if we fix that, then we'll break her. So, but it's a valid statement.
Hold on, I gotta mop the floor right here, and I'm on the way up. Gotta mop this floor.
How many floors you got left? Okay, we won't go there.
What?
I said, how many floors you got left?
To mop?
Yeah,
I just finished with all my floors.
not to mop, to dance on. What do you mean to mop? Of course, to mop. Uh oh, I just fell or something. I could feel it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, everybody enjoys a little drama, but it's not fun when it's about you, I guess.
Who is who said that?
No, MJ said we all enjoy a little drama, however, dot, dot, dot.
Yeah. I just like when it's not when it's not something I can change or
Oh my
I feel like
God.
I can help. Then what?
Carrie says, I know, right? At Crime and Crochet. Um, I was crying trying to explain it to my partner, and he just looked at me confused, like, what the funk? Laugh out loud. She's driving. We're gonna go around Truckee Corner.
No, I haven't. I've gotta go to the next house. Hold on.
Or you could go to the third house and pick up the sheets, and then you don't have to go there after.
No, I still have to do all that. All right, I gotta look for the address. I'll be right back. I can still hear you.
You don't know where you're going. Oh my God, she doesn't know where she's going. I scared. Stop it. I didn't open that up for that. She'll come back and smack you. Do, 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 do. Whoops. What do you want? I signed up to learn how to drift around a racetrack. Well, if you like that kind of thing, that's great.
I hate when I don't understand tech messages. Okay, hold on.
Huh? Yes, my dear. What would you like? I'm here to please you. Please let me be your slave. What's the matter? Really? Where is it? Right here. What's your problem? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, you're going to have to stop.
I figured it out. I was
Hey.
just confused. For a minute, I was confused.
That's enough.
And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But now it does.
Patches. It's not the Patches show. Stop.
It is the Patches show. He goes, Mom,
I believe it. He just won't slow down, and I can't find where I went and looked, and I can't see any ball anywhere. Well, I found one, and I gave it to him. My God. You got the ball. You're silly goose. I look at him as he's running away into the living room, turns around and shows me a ball in his mouth. Oh. Stop it. I can't mute. Megan's gone. Stop. I can't throw the ball because I can't find the one that he wants. I keep looking for it and I don't see it. What do you want? What don't I see that you want me to see? Come on, show me. Where is it, buddy? Where is it? Show me. Don't bark. Show me. This is the only other one. Stop. Let me go check on something here. Hey, you be a good boy. I don't need this kind of harassment. Well, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm at a loss. I'm completely at a loss. So I get up, I go check in the bathroom because sometimes he'll bark if his water dish gets empty and I didn't catch it. So I go and look. The water bowl's full. I decide I'll dump it and put fresh water in it anyway. Then I said I'm coming in here because I was all alone. What does he do? He runs up on the bed with the ball in his mouth that he wanted. Go figure that one. And he just dropped it again. Yep, she's dropping links. We really got to get somebody to make her that uh, link drop thing. That
I'm
would
back.
be so much easier.
That was what?
I
Hi,
said
Christina.
we got to get somebody to make you that link drop thing because it would be so much easier than having someone that has to drop all the links because then you can tell everybody you just type in that code and their link comes up.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't know how to do any of that.
Well, let's go saying it's Nightbot.
I don't know how to
Well,
make a nightbot.
that's fine. He just told us where it was. He was being informative to us.
Oh, I'm in the house that has tons of mirrors again.
Oh no. The mirror house, huh?
Yep, the mirror house.
You should charge by the mirror. The other house you should charge by the stair.
No, that doesn't how it works.
Well, it was a nice thought.
You're very welcome, Carrie. Have a nice day. It's not hard. I don't even know how to do it, Wisco. Like I'm not that's way out of my pay grade. I'm sure there's a place where I have to put it in, but I don't know where.
I don't know if I want you to learn. That's more damn buttons for you to push.
No, I think it does it on its own. I don't have to push Nightbot.
But you still got to program it.
Yeah, and Judy doesn't like it when I have to program things and I'm online.
Not when you're online, no.
But a lot of things I can't do like that, I don't think, unless I'm online. Sometimes
Yeah, I hear you. Monkey nut chewer. Uh-oh. I didn't even see what they said.
Hey, Monkey
Yeah.
Nut Chewer, charged by the star in the mirror. Yeah. Night, night. Cobb's hat.
Oh.
Cobb's hat.
Oh. That's a funny name, though. I don't care if anybody says that's a funny name.
Yeah, it is. What made you come up with that name? Just out of curiosity. Monkey Nut Chewer.
He can't talk to you. He's been
Why?
hidden. He's been
Oh,
hidden by two people.
Oh.
But that is a. But some of the names that people give themselves, it's just amazing.
I agree. I don't know. I couldn't come up with a name if my life depended on it, other than mine stuff.
Yeah, what's your name? Megs.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Judy. I can't fault you for it. You're drinking.
I did. I had my last sip of my iced tea. You entertain trolls a bit too much. Okay. Well, I don't know. He's always been nice to me, I think. When he comes in. I could be wrong. I could miss things. I'm just gonna let it go. Really not my choice.
Let it go.
Let it go. What does Nightbot even do besides show up too many times? I get it. Some people don't like it, but I know that there's like a code link that you can put in. Like if they put their exclamation mark link in, it'll you can drop your own
No,
link.
it depends how it's programmed, but the one I was used to, you just type in link drop, just one word, no exclamation point, no capitals, and um it would automatically drop the link to your channel, so that the mods didn't have to go through it and promote every one of the channels individually. You can do it yourself.
Well, I'm not that big of a channel, so I don't think I need Nightbot, but maybe I do. All right, let's head up to this level.
Boy, you get some WD-40 for that? That's a serious squeak right there.
Yep, that's a squeaky door. For
What are
sure.
you doing?
I got off the elevator. Now I'm walking to
The house has got an elevator? Hello?
I'm here. I was just on the other side for a minute.
That house has
That
got
I
an
just had to
elevator?
open. I had to. No. It's in an apartment kind of thing. So I had to
Oh.
go up.
Oh, I got you now. I was gonna say you'll be in that house for a while. It's got a damn elevator. Just saying.
No, this. Sorry, and then it kicked me out because I had to get on Wi-Fi. No, this house does not have an elevator, but I've been in houses that do.
Do you use them when you're there? I just gotta know.
I had to walk. I just got the laundry. What?
Do you use them when you're there?
The elevator sometimes,
Yeah.
depending. All right. Easy peasy clean. And this one, I like it when they're easy peasy clean
How do you know it's an easy peasy?
because I'm just walking around it and I just got to do the bare necessities on it and get it cleaned up and get out of the Dodge. If I
Ugh.
can. Yeah. Hold on.
she left me again. Sitting here all alone and brokenhearted. Oh my God. I was going to make a poem about Megan, but I haven't worked out what rhymes with Megan. Hmm. I'll have to work on that. Just because I can. Oh, shut up. Oh, stop, you guys. Okay, I'll tell her. Megan! Megan! Megan? Oh, I'm going to hurt you. Megan?
I had to
I'm
pee.
here now. Look at that.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, hey, you didn't catch on to what my fucking giving you shit was.
Huh?
I said that's because I'm in the no-no square. She won't touch me here. I was backstage the whole fucking time.
Oh, I had to pee, and I didn't think everybody wanted to hear me pee, so I muted Judy. And then when you said when he said he was backstage, I went, oh, I didn't know he was back there. So that was it.
I hear you.
How are you, Wisco?
I'm alright. Just got done shopping and stuff. Now I'm on my way home.
Nice.
Is it
I'm just,
Huh?
groceries?
I mean, kind of, sort of, yeah. I just went to Costco, grabbed a few odds and ends.
Oh.
You know, the regular run to Costco and end up spending 100 and whatever. Fucking pain
Yeah,
in the ass every time I go there, but I also don't go there super often once I'm stocked, so.
yeah.
I figured I'd grab a few more things, and I think next time we need to be more disciplined that when I go for milk and creamer, I only go for milk and creamer. But it's not like it's gonna go to waste. It's all shit that I'll eat, so just
Yeah.
hate seeing the bill every time.
I hear
Maxie,
you.
or MJ, I think you're behind because Wisco's already on panel.
Yeah, I'm just probably behind. I don't know how many times I ended up behind. Not to mention, YouTube's fucking dumb now, and I can't do PMP with YouTube anymore. Where I used
What's
to be
What's
that?
able to drop the on my phone, where I used to be able to drop YouTube down in the corner and do other shit. I can't do that no more. Every time I back out of YouTube, it stops playing.
But ain't good.
really?
Yeah, and apparently it's been an issue for people for the past 6 months. Randomly, people lose the ability.
Do you get it back?
Have an update? No, not yet.
No, but
I
do they get
updated
it
it
back?
though. So, well, I don't know. I have no idea. Um, I have no idea, but there him are.
There we go.
uh, she figured out the timestamp now. Yeah, it's been a busy weekend.
Yeah, I'm
Finally
sitting here.
got a little.
Gotta figure it out. Well, go ahead.
I got a little bit of time off for once. Not a whole lot, but
Well, that's
one of
good.
those. I got time off just enough to switch to days to fuck up my sleep schedule some more and do it all over again. And then
Yeah.
probably get lucky and we'll probably get snow next weekend, so I'll end up switching back to nights, which is just fucking stupid.
Why did they just leave you right where you were? Ooh, there I go, making sense
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They care about the $20 they're gonna save versus, you know, the amount of accidents they're gonna cause by screwing people's sleep schedules up, but whatever. Companies don't think like that, it's just the immediate effects.
MJ's asking you questions, Wisco.
I'm also driving, so if she's asking questions, you can ask me, but I can't always read it.
Oh, she said, are you still on vacation, Wisco, or are you back?
Oh, no. I'm back, and to be fair, I wasn't supposed to be here the whole vacation, but I ended up being all over for vacation, so that wasn't fully a vacation, but whatever.
No, man, you're. I'm
I
behind. That's a
was.
possibility.
But no, I'm back home. I've been back home for over a week. I don't take long vacations in the winter.
Nice. All right, guys. I think I'm going to end this because I got to do the vacuuming. This house is all, it's got a vacuum, and I got to just wait on the dryer and wash machine. And then I got to charge my phone. So I'll go live after this house. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.
Alrighty.
Okay, later.